Hello, I am Popefire, the Starfire God, and we are watching the first episode of Doom Patrol for Titan Squad this week. Apparently, Doom Patrol has been a lot better than what people expected.
Love it.
Yes, I actually sort of was expecting Doom Patrol to be better because they started it by saying it's not as dark as Titans. And that instantly I was like, okay, they know Titans is bad. So they're going in a better direction.
If I was going to change that a bit, I wouldn't say it's not as dark as Titans because it can still be a pretty dark show. It's not
Yeah.
as edgy or mean spirited as Titans.
No, because with where Titans failed is it tried to it took every fun aspect from the character and everything good about these characters and took it away from them. They didn't have their qualities. They didn't have their characteristics. With Titans, it really was them just pulling out their damn dildo and slapping people's faces around. And with Doom Patrol, I heard that there are some changes, but it's nothing that's game breaking like with Titans, where Titans is they can't even get a simple character like Dick Grayson right or Raven right, who's an emotional mess, which should be the complete opposite of her character. Um, so hopefully with Doom Patrol, it'll be better. We do have. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, so could you go ahead and introduce yourself? Rizran?
Rizwan Kalana, but aka the drawing driver. That's my name though.
Yeah, he is gonna be on Titan Squad with us this week. Are you in the rabbit room, sir?
Let me check. Is it in the link description or something?
It will be in the yeah, it's in the live chat.
Okay, I
It's
don't
where
see. I
I'll
don't.
send it on your Twitter again.
All right.
Hello, trusty sidekick and good dog press. Are you guys gonna watch Doom Patrol with us?
Mm-hmm.
They are busy streaming themselves, but don't worry, I've been onto their streams and I've been posting links to our one.
Oh, don't do that. You're gonna make them mad.
Just to be a bully.
We're not John Dillard here, man.
Well, I did just do it to John Dillard's stream.
Okay, well that's fair. We still love you, Manny, because we hate John Dillard just as much. Come over to Manny's stream. We're having a ball. Yeah, I imagine that you guys are having a ball. Unfortunately, we've been trying to watch Doom Patrol for like ever, and I told Manny ahead of time. Who are these other people joining?
I don't know, who are they. I bet this thing's probably public, so that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Alright, we ready to watch this thing?
Hold on, we're waiting on our friend. Just head to your Twitter, and then you'll get the link to watch Doom Patrol with us. And speaking pals. Oh, Good Dog sent me the link, but I was asleep.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm not
Eric is pretty nifty.
Because Popefire is a sleepy Pope. Popefire.
Yeah, Popefire didn't get to sleep at her normal time today because the person she volunteers for is a terrible human being and doesn't let her sleep. It's me, your friend. Hi, Nighthawk. I can see. I think Nighthawk is Bunny. I guess. Drawing Cyborg tonight. Well, that's boring. Good dog press.
Poor
But
Cyborg.
it's a very good cyborg.
Oh no, Cyborg is one of my favorite Titans actually, which is why I'm a bit excited for Doom Patrol, because if they're going with a lighter tone, even if it does have its dark moments, I still think Cyborg will shine here, because that's the very interesting thing about Cyborg is that there is that darker tone, but he still has that lighter side to him. Very. All right.
Yeah, his cyborg's good. Looks good.
Okay, he's here. We can start.
Hooray! Who is it?
Hopefully, because okay, so with Young Justice, it would lag out on us because a lot of people would try to watch it when we did. So hopefully with Doom Patrol, since it is a bit older, we can get away with watching it with little to no lag.
All right, we're watching it.
Mhm. All right, let's see that opening. I love. Ooh, is this a new one?
There's just new music.
Mm.
I really love the Doom Patrol music. It's beautiful.
Wait. Go back a little bit. They took Starfire out of the opening. Go back.
No, they
Yes,
didn't.
they did.
I'm not going back.
No, go back. No.
Are you?
This is the live reaction. I wanna
You're
point something
such
out.
a retard. Oh my god.
Don't say that on my dang stream.
All right.
All right, when it does
back.
zoom out, pause.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's still there. Never mind.
Oh my. I'm not pausing again.
All right. Hi, Booster and Night Pope. Oh, we got Santa Raven.
Hi, Santa Raven.
Okay, now that I've
What?
rewinded, I think it's gonna make blippity sounds now. So I hope you're happy.
I'm
It's
happy.
to reload
Yes.
stuff. Oh my god.
We'll just pause it and for a second. It'll be fine.
Oh, I'm so angsty right now.
Why?
You're such a dick.
You're a dick.
She's edgy Booster.
Okay, so who's the new girl they have? The one with the weird hair?
That is Crazy Jan.
Crazy Jane. Is she from the comics?
Yeah.
Let me look her
Grant
up.
Morrison's run. I love this intro, by the way. This intro is really beautiful.
It's kind of
Can't
dark.
see anything.
It's got good music and everything.
Oh, so what it's doing is it's introducing Robot Man. Okay, cool.
No, all the characters are here.
All the characters.
Really beautiful
Oh.
artistic way. You got those bandages there for Negative Man.
Mhm.
Yep.
Right.
All these things connecting to an eyeball for Robot Man
Cyborg,
again.
Cyborg.
Or Cyborg.
And
Yeah.
then you had the plane crashing also for Negative Man, and then you saw the shots
Mhm.
in like the shower of the skin for Elastigirl.
I love this Elastigirl. She is so posh and proper. It is so funny.
Does she actually have powers, or is she just?
She's supposed to be a stretcher, but they've interpreted it differently for this.
Well, I know she's a stretcher. I was just curious if they actually gave her powers, because I know in the Titans episode she didn't have powers.
Mhm.
Have you hung yourself yet?
She does.
Super Zeros.
Goose eggs.
Is it lagging for you guys, or is it just?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I want a proper cyborg. You know, I will say that at first I didn't like the cyborg design, but it has kind of because I know a lot of people were like, well, it looks really cheap, and I was like, so does the Justice League one. I actually hate the Justice League cyborg more than the Doom Patrol cyborg's design, because one of them is from a multi-billion budget from a movie. The other one is a TV show, and the TV show looks a little bit better in my opinion. Ooh.
We've got Alan Tudyk in this show as our narrator and main villain, Negative Man. And we're just establishing his origin right now with
I thought
You mean
that was
Mr.
No
Nobody?
Man. Yeah, Nobody.
Yeah, what did I say? I said Negative
You said
Man.
Negative
Man.
Man.
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Nobody.
I didn't know the guy from Firefly's in here.
Yeah, he's the villain, the Firefly guy, right?
So unlike Titans, which is taking forever to establish a villain, the villain is literally in the first scene of the pilot, and he's the narrator.
He's the narrator. But okay, that's actually kind of cool because that means the villain controls what's going on in the story, correct?
Yes, and also he is aware that everything is a TV show at the same time, to kind of get that kind of metaphysical aspect to it, right?
This sound is really annoying me.
Yeah, you might have to turn it down a little bit, or we might have to pause for a while or something. What should we do?
I say pause for a second. I just came to dislike. Yeah, I have one guy that subbed to my channel just to dislike all my streams. It's actually kind of funny.
Well, I believe Santa Raven is here to dislike. Just
no,
it wasn't.
It wasn't Santa Raven.
We raided Manny stream, and now he's coming to beat us up.
No, I promise you it wasn't Santa Raven, because it's literally like the moment I start a stream, it's dislike, and I'm like, yeah. It's probably the same person that's trying to get me kicked off streams.
Probably some spastic. Who cares?
It's just funny to me. It's like you sub to somebody just to dislike their channel. During the two, I think they take place around the same time, or at least after. I know they take place after Beast Boy leaves for Titans, but I know that there's apparently Easter eggs for the Titans in this show. So I'm not 100% sure. I haven't watched this show yet, so that's one thing that's going on is I haven't seen this yet. I know other people have on this panel, but I have not. So I'm kind of a nub. I only know of like some of the stuff I've been told. Like apparently there's a Starfire Easter egg, but other than that, and honest Diop Starfire isn't anything interesting anyways. So I'm not like too invested in her character because there really isn't one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why would they dislike your videos?
I have a feeling I know, but
because they're weirdos. They have no fucking life.
There's just some people that are just that angry at others for little to no reason. It all boils down to opinion and people not liking others' opinions to the extent that they would sub to them and dislike their videos. It's probably the same person that gets very upset when I guest on stream. It is unfortunately the downside of streaming sometimes, but it happens. I mean, I've had people threaten to swat me before, so I'm not.
What?
During Christmas time, I had somebody say that they were gonna call the police on me for underage drinking when I am very, very over drinking age. It was very funny. Like right before, it was the day before Christmas, wasn't it, Booster?
Okay.
What
the? So talking. Someone's talking. And...
Can you kick that person?
What kind of accent is that? Hello? That was hilarious.
That was really funny.
Hello? Is anyone there? That was an amazing accent.
We posh cunt.
Sounded like somebody trying to be Harley Quinn.
Probably.
I think there's a button where you can mute stuff for everyone. Yeah. Isn't that right?
I muted them.
How do you do that? Where's that button?
Well, technically, I clicked on the thing where it says make public invite friends, and it says disable audio for all.
What's funny is the Doom Patrol's first cartoon appearance was actually on the Teen Titans show. I think we lost our friend, did we not?
They made some shorts too.
No, this will run.
No, they made some shorts.
Let's play this again.
Yeah, they made some shorts, but the first incarnation of them, like cartoon-wise, was on Teen Titans, and then the first live-action version was actually on the Titans show as well. So that's very interesting. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, but keep going.
Oh my god. The mind is the limit, apparently.
This feels very Doctor Who.
Oh, and now for our first awkward scene.
Lol.
Not that ass. Someone should fill in the dead air real quick. Here you go. I hope this is what you all wanted to see, was Brendan Fraser in a weird sex scene.
Bruh. Bruh.
Who's the fox?
Bro, if my mom saw this, I'm dead.
Don't worry, that's the one of two. We're lucky Popefire did not catch the awkward sex scene. There we go. Titties and everything. So what we're seeing right now is Cliff Steele before he becomes Robot Man in his big mansion. He's a very successful NASCAR racer, and he is shagging the maid.
Piece of crap.
He's shagging the maid, right behind his wife's back.
And asking, who's the fox?
Who's the fox? Guessing the fox is his nickname. And now he's lecturing his other guy on trust in a relationship. And it seems like the wife is very aware.
Indeed.
We got a NASCAR scene. There we go. Oh man, I got into a stream by myself. This is brutal.
Get some classic rock music here.
Yeah. This song is also in the Guardians of the Galaxy too. Fox on the run. Fox on the run. Was Bump, I guess, is his guy.
Yeah.
And his wife is and now we just discovered that his wife is shagging Bump.
Oof, is it in yet? Ouch.
And we see how Cliff becomes Robot Man as he gets himself very hurt in a car crash in the NASCAR. It's actually really well shot stuff. Really nice scenes here.
Yes, I like it.
He's a very typical trashy redneck. Loves his NASCAR and his beer. No, he loves his wife
Booster,
so
why are
much.
you boring the people? What are you doing?
I'm trying here. I know it's brutal. Fire's gone, mate.
Hey, I went to the bathroom and then I went and made a taco.
And Booster bored the people. I understand. He does that.
Yeah. Thank God people are back. I had to do something.
What was you doing?
Talking about dirty sex stuff.
Yapping.
Oh, you disgusting piece of shit.
He's just talking.
I was just talking about what's happening on the show, on the Doom Patrol.
Likely story.
I mean, I was talking about dirty sex stuff because there was just a dirty sex scene that you missed.
Oh,
but we just saw how Brendan Fraser becomes Robot Man.
Still called car crash?
Yeah, car crash in NASCAR.
Cool.
And now we've got a sequence of the Doctor making the Robot Man. I love this. I think her name's Rita Farr. She is so posh and proper. I love it.
The guy that created Doom Patrol, like I think a few months later, went to X-Men to help with X-Men.
Sure about that.
Which is why Doom Patrol and X-Men have a very similar characters and themes.
What did he do for... The guy who created was Arnold Drake.
Yeah, I think they have totally different creators, love. Because I think X-Men is Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, or is it Stan Lee and someone else?
But he did create Dead Man.
Yeah.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's see, because I remember reading somewhere.
Now, if you recognize this Doctor, you'd recognize him from Hot Fuzz. He was the villain in that.
And James Bond.
Yes, he did a little thing called James Bond for a while, but
yeah, that whole thing.
Not nearly as important as his role in Hot Fuzz.
Right.
Well, yeah. Who gives a fuck about James Bond?
Needs more. Interested with the birds.
Yeah, Doom Patrol actually started out in an anthology book called My Greatest Adventure. And then they got their own book. It was like number 80.
Yeah.
And it got retitled to the Doom Patrol in number 86.
Robot Man is now active and has realized that 7 years has passed. Oh, we've got Crypto in here. Love these peeps. Hope you're all having a fantabulous weekend. I hope you two are having a fantabulous week in Crypto Comics.
Aww.
Poor Robot Man. Now he's wondering where his wife and kid are. Is our Alesta girl?
How did she get her powers?
Good pick.
Well, we'll see
Well,
in the episode.
I'm curious to see if they follow the comic.
I'm not entirely sure, but there is a great sense of irony to it. She is someone who was humbled, we can put it that way.
Also,
she's kind of a bitch.
The Doom Patrol's enemies, like their own enemies, were called the Brotherhood of Evil.
Yeah.
Very close to the Brotherhood of Evil mutants there.
Yeah, X-Men, by all purposes, was sort of a ripoff of Doom Patrol. Especially since it happened 3 months after. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love X-Men, but Marvel has kind of been notorious for ripping off other characters.
Oh, let's not say it's just Marvel that does it.
No, it's not just Marvel, but some of Marvel's best characters. I mean, look at Spider-Man. Spider-Man, by all purposes, was a Superman ripoff.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, there's even comics where they call him in Marvel Comics Superman because the editor team was so freaking stupid that they couldn't even tell the difference.
Well, that's why the hyphen exists. I wouldn't say Spider-Man's a Superman ripoff. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, look at his backstory.
There was just a bit of conversation. There was just a bit of a confusion with the name, is all.
All right, but look, he can jump really high, super straight. He works at a place, like a news place.
True, yeah.
And he's sort of a loser when he's not Spider-Man.
Yeah, some things are a bit cookie cutter, sure. But at the end of the day, they come from very different places for their powers.
Well, I mean,
so now we've got
superheroes come from Superman.
We've got Robot Man is getting some of his memories back, some of the very bad ones, particularly how he crashed in the NASCAR accident. Oh, that's probably my favorite character. He looks much better here than he looked in Doom and Titans.
I think it's because Titans was just trying to set up other shows. That's all it was doing. So they used a lot of their budget on these other costumes when they should have focused on their main cast.
Really love Negative Man's design. It's so cool.
Oh, so they're the narrator is kind of mocking them. I love it.
He is the villain after all. I don't know why, I really like Larry's voice.
Yeah, I do.
Sounds like
I like the fact that the villain is narrating this. It's very different.
Look at that handsome fucker.
Ooh, he is pretty handsome.
Oh, look at him with a good American family in California in 1961.
Well, that's the first mistake.
A lot of these characters are actually very old, so it's hard to say how some of them have survived for so long. Both him and Rita Farr are from the 60s, while Cliff is from the 80s.
Well, Doom Patrol started in 1963.
I feel like that was some sex jokes.
Because it was.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, you're learning.
Okay, that is some bad. That is some CGI.
Yeah, well, they weren't going to like film an actual plane.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just
for a TV show. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as that Donna Troy CGI where they couldn't even like
make her jump properly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, that was such a weird thing, CGI, because it literally was her jumping.
So yeah, was he a test pilot, kind of like Hal Jordan? I'm not entirely sure what this is still. Was it some kind of alien?
Yeah, he called it a stowaway, so it probably is.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's the deal with Negative Man is this there.
Oh, hell no.
The negative force.
The only Doom Patrol comics I read were the ones with Beast Boy.
Oh no, Larry is falling. But you see he's fine as Negative Man, so yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, hell.
I see Larry Trainers just fell, had a huge explosion, but is coming up as a burnt corpse. Walking around just fine. See, he's okay. He's fine. Oh no.
Oh my god. His beautiful face. It's like... I like her. She's my favorite.
She's lovely. She's very proper.
Oh.
So Cliff is trying to learn to walk again. Is trying to walk up some small stairs, and he's seeing visions of his daughter. It's actually quite heartfelt.
I
remember Titans having like one genuinely heartfelt moment for me.
I like the aspect that he doesn't know how to do this stuff. Like he's having to learn to do it with his robot body.
Yeah, it's really good.
Are you just saying because you can't hear him?
No, I heard him. He's talking about how Robot Man has to relearn everything in his robot body, and that's what this first episode is about. I've learned how to speak Adrian.
I was just hearing.
I mean, it's a whole nother language, but
it is.
No, it's just that normally you would see shows like this, and the guy would automatically know how to handle his body and everything.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense that you would have to relearn all that stuff.
Absolutely.
This show is so much better than Titans. We're not even finished the first episode, and this is so much better. They're building relationships by talking about their backstories. They don't start off with just their origins. It literally is like they're piecing it together. With Titans, we spent most of the series, or most of the first few episodes with the Titans not anywhere near each other. And then when we did see them, they were doing stuff so unheroic. We at the end of the series, we knew about the same that we what?
Just the look that the African gave her.
She can't stand the cameraman because he's missing an arm.
Yeah.
That's the irony to this character. She's clearly obsessed with beauty and the way she looks, and of course gets affected by something that makes her hideously ugly. Just a typical irony story.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're pretty much following her origin story of the comic.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going through Rita Farr's backstory. Elastigirl, and she's a pompous little C-word.
Oh, the crew was pissed at her.
Well, they all know that she got rid of the cameraman that they all liked for a two-armed cameraman.
Oh, this is. But no, I just like this so much better. There's actual emotional depth already. You actually feel like these characters could exist. Where with Titans,
everyone's just really edgy.
No, okay. So people like to say that the Titans cast is good actors, but they're not. Okay.
She fell in the damn water. Best part of this whole show so far.
Notice how
nobody's helping her.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. So, what is this supposed to be in the comics? She got affected by something in the water.
That's a little bit different. She actually went down like a waterfall or something that caused her to be affected by something in the water. I think that they're going to have all this weird stuff tie into each other at some point in this version.
She's exposed to unusual volcanic acid or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Something weird. Some 60s weird thing that doesn't exist. Yeah. Nice effect.
It's not terrible.
Well, there was no reason to break the mirror. That was uncalled for.
Oh, the guy puked.
Yeah. I probably would.
You know what she kind of looks like? Did you guys ever read that Batman story where like the pig guy is turning people into pigs and stuff?
Yeah, Professor Pig. Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like one of his people.
I love that story. That was one of my favorites.
Like Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin?
Oh, I love that book.
I like how it sort of made
Oh my. She's got an appetite.
Well, she has to consume a lot of food for her Oh. My heart can't take it.
It's already more heartfelt than Titans, huh? So Cliff is remembering that his experience with trying to walk up these steps, just like trying to teach his daughter to.
I like Larry.
Larry's a great character. I like all these characters. They're all good.
Oh, yeah, like, I love these characters. They've really... Yeah. And I haven't watched or read a lot of Doom Patrol stuff, but this feels very accurate to me from what I have seen. So this tells you that they fundamentally understand these characters, where with other shows like Titans, they completely misunderstood the characters.
This is very accurate to how these characters are from the comics. I went through a phase about a year or two ago where I started reading like Doom Patrol, and they're actually some of my favorite DC characters now.
A lot of it probably has to do with they're just better characters for a TV medium too.
Probably.
Yeah, I agree.
No, Titans. The thing is, the Titans, if they would have got their characters right, it would have been a great show. But they didn't. They didn't make the characters the characters. Literally, every character was the complete opposite of how they should be.
I'm so happy to see Brendan Fraser in this doing well, and it actually seems like he's loving doing it.
Yeah, he does have the best costume out of all of them. I think I like his design.
They did a good job designing him.
Like, if they do make figures for this, I think I will pick up a Robot Man one, because I like this design.
I remember thinking it was terrible back in Titans, so maybe they've changed it, because, I don't know.
You can actually see it's lighter now, like, there's lighter moments that you can actually see the design, where with Titans there wasn't anything you could ever really get a good look at some of the characters, because it was all dark. Oh. Didn't he get crippled in Titans?
Yeah, it's a bit strange. They actually implied in the Titans episode that he just got him back to walking. So.
Okay.
Yeah. It's amazing. The Titans show up and just for him to get crippled again. Yeah,
I was really confused. I was like, wait, like, the Doom Patrol, they acted like they'd been together for a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's from 95 at the moment. It's set in 95. I think there's going to be another sex scene. Close your eyes, sweet Pope. Close your innocent eyes.
Watch it.
Where would the sex scene come from? Is, like, Negative Man going to come up behind him and butt rape him or something?
No, he's going to have a memory that's going to be alternate of what he has been remembering, I bet.
Here we go. Now we see that Cliff has altered some of his memories. He actually survived the NASCAR race and won it, in fact. He didn't die in the NASCAR race. Well, die, you know what I mean. Mo Mo, that's a great song.
Yeah, Billy Idol.
Mo Mo Mo.
I learned how to play this on bass once.
Well, he is in his 50s. But he has some crazy genetics. I bet you once he, becomes happy again for a while, he'll
We see that guy's been shagging his wife, and he just figured it out. Not happy. And now for a sex scene. Close your sweet eyes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's insane.
I don't think I should look at this.
You absolutely should.
Bullshit.
Watch the
Is it
animals.
over?
You must
It's
see
over.
it. You must see it and understand it.
That was some titties.
Lamau.
That's what happens when I talk.
Oh. Poor Cliff feels regretful for being a piece of shit husband.
Oh.
Gotta run away together.
He did this while on the phone with a woman like right next to him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think if you're the person who's willing to, you know, have a one-night stand with that kind of guy, you understand. You so cool.
Oh my god.
And we see how Cliff actually hurt himself.
That's brutal.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And only he decided to take his wife and daughter on a car ride to run away, and they both died, and he survived the crash he caused.
That was a well done scene.
Yeah.
Very well done.
I don't like this series. They hurt my heart.
Try
I
having
actually
two
was
daughters and
hoping,
watching it.
like, I was actually hoping that this would be like a redemption arc, and at the end of the series, he's like, hey, like he meets his adult daughter or something, or teenage daughter, and he's like, it's me, your dad. But no, they had to kill her off. Okay.
Wipe thy tears.
Wipe thy tears and be a man.
Hey, at least the shows make you feel something other than anger. And
Oh yeah.
And yes,
At
throughout
least,
these reactions, we will be constantly comparing it to Titans because that's
like,
just how it is.
okay, at least with Doom Patrol, I actually can relate to these characters, and these characters shouldn't be like, because they already have more emotional depth in the first episode.
It's hilarious because these characters aren't supposed to be relatable; they're supposed to be outsiders.
Yeah. But you can feel their pain. Like you can tell, like, yeah, this hurt.
I think it's genius that the villain is narrating the story.
Well, it gives the villain control of the story and the narration.
Also, it gives the idea that he's some kind of metaphysical being. He's like outside of the this universe, and is still part of ours in a way.
Apparently, those other two are just immortal because they'd be really old.
Oh
yeah.
I don't think Negative Man has a physical body.
Yeah.
He does, but he can leave the body for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Robot fingers. I love this.
Yeah.
Now we're being introduced to Crazy Jane.
Now, what happened to make her insane?
Not sure.
I love Brendan Fraser. It's so good he's back. I'm so glad we have him back. Thank God. That bitch of an ex-wife of his nearly killed him.
What happened?
Women happened.
No, you gotta explain a bit more than that, you woman-hating fuck.
Yeah,
not explaining anything to you, cunt.
Crazy Jane is part of Grant Morrison's run.
Right.
That's the run I haven't read.
Thundara was like my big brother, so nobody get... Ooh, Nacho Ninja's here. We want in on the joke.
Hey, Nacho.
Link in the above chat. I think this episode's almost over.
Oh, yeah. There's actually still a good 20, 30 minutes left of it.
Holy hell, how long are the episodes?
Nearly an hour, but... I forgot we should be posting the rabbit link in here.
So, wait, if she comes and goes, she's been gone for, like, decades?
Yeah. I think she's another character who's just about immortal. It doesn't really explain itself. These characters are practically immortal.
Right.
Yeah, they just kind of throw you into it all.
I kind of understand why the others are immortal. I don't understand what her deal is. She just has a shit ton of personalities.
Let me find out real quick what her powers are, because I'm a bit curious now.
She has a lot. She has 64 personalities, and they all have their own powers.
Well, I'm sure one of them probably has something to do with more immortality. Oh, so Jane isn't even her name. It's Jane Morris. Oh, so she's actually got the name of Grant Morris. She's Kay Chalice? Chalice? I don't know. Okay, so she's been exposed to an alien dominator's gene bomb. So I'm sure that did something to her DNA that allows her to stay alive longer.
I see. Probably. They'll do it.
It's a good enough excuse.
Aww. You know what series I'm kind of looking forward to that I probably shouldn't be looking forward to?
What's that?
I am really looking forward to Stargirl, because I feel like she's one of the... I just like that she was inspired from the creator's sister after she died.
Yeah.
I like Stargirl, but I'm afraid for doing a Stargirl show.
Jeff Johns is a part of it, and I think he would make sure it's respectful.
Oh, well, that's more hopeful.
I think that they may feminist it up like they did Supergirl, but I'm also hoping that since this is a character based off of somebody's late sister, that they would have enough respect to sort of keep it more on the superhero side than on the agenda side. Ooh, that's pretty. You know, if Titans did this, they'd be saying, that's a sign from Trigon. And then they'd make the entire next episodes like about that one painting and how they need to find answers, and they never find answers because at the very end they realize, like, wait, there's another thing that we could be doing, and then they do that.
I love that they watch Reese's old movies.
Do they have Garfield come in at all in the series?
Not that I know of yet.
Ew. Ew.
Just the word condom makes our profile go, ew! That's hilarious.
Why don't you fuck off, Booster?
So now our wheelchair-bound master of the house is run off to go for a adventure. So now our Doom Patrol guys are all in the manor alone, with not a thing to do. Did you spray paint his bus?
What? Oh my god, he did!
Not ready. Haven't they been doing this for decades? When the hell are they going to be ready?
I think they're scared.
Right.
No, they have reasons.
I love it. You can tell that these characters do have a friendship, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they feel like they have a bond.
Wait, is Robot Man driving? Huh. I guess he's been able to... That's kind of cool. He can even drive now.
I mean, he was a NASCAR racer.
Yeah, but I just figured with the robot body, some stuff like that would be a little impossible.
Maybe. He'll be fine.
They should go out on Halloween, because then nobody would really suspect anything.
I
like the choices of music so far.
It's great.
Don't wait up.
The reason Pope likes this character so much is it reminds her of her.
I just think she's a really fun character. I think all of these guys.
I do think she's a very fun character.
Which one of you has money?
Can you imagine not seeing the world for 60 years?
Yeah.
And then just kind of walking into a different place?
Yeah, things have changed a
Oh,
lot.
hello, handsome.
Oh, calm yourself.
That man was handsome.
No,
Not as handsome as Scabby J, by the way, who you should all go up to.
Yeah.
Where's she taking him? Oh.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
So does he have actual abilities, or is he just a big, painless robot?
Just to
we definitely see some of them come into action later. Rita Farr's already found someone who recognizes her.
She doesn't want to hear about that woman. She wants to hear about herself.
Yeah, Rita's got a bit of an ego. It's quite funny.
Pixar didn't happen.
So, Nacho said he's getting Umbrella Academy vibes.
I mean,
it's similar in style, kind of. I would agree.
Yeah. And Jared Way has worked on both, so
he's a big fan of Doom Patrol.
Drawing Driver, are you enjoying the show so far?
Yes.
And when they say "fuck" in this show, it doesn't feel as forced.
No, this is proper dialogue booster. When you write dialogue well, you can curse and it not feel retarded.
Yeah. Fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman.
For no reason. Just fuck Batman.
They really wanted you to hate Bruce Wayne in that show.
Yeah.
They really wanted you to hate their most popular character. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good job, DC.
Sounds like good writing to me.
I mean, one of the dynamic things about Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne is that, yes, Dick Grayson does have those moments where he's angry at him, but he still wants Bruce to love him because he sees Bruce sort of like a father figure. So it's a bit frustrating that DC took that away.
That's a guy I'd want to cosplay as. Negative Man.
It's heaven forbid
I think you'd be kicked out.
having a dynamic relationship. That makes sense. Why they don't
I
like
just
I know most of those writers
well.
probably don't have fathers and don't know how to write a relationship between a father and a son that's strained, but you know.
Correct.
It's not that hard to learn.
Yeah, it's called being a good writer.
I want a beer.
I just really like Larry's voice. I don't know what it is. This is some good dialogue here from the narrator. I know. I don't hear it yet. So, remember there was a bit of a controversy about Larry. Well, not really controversy. It was just mentioned that Larry is gay, right? It actually kind of fits here. Full on. So this woman is now claiming that Rita Farr did full-on porn, and she is going, "What the hell? No, I didn't." Ooh, Crazy Jane is itchy.
So, I don't know if there's anything to that whole comment about the porn, but I think that there's a point in the comics where there's a double of her character somewhere running around.
Yeah, I think that's what they were implying, was somebody was living her life.
Yeah.
Hence why she said they replaced her mid movie. Sort of feels like they're setting up that somebody was living her life.
That's what I was wondering.
You should pay attention here.
Ooh, nice.
There's only 3? No, there's not.
There's 27, and 3 of them are.
Oh.
Well, that's a way to take care of a phone.
So yeah, Crazy Jane thinks Cliff's daughter is alive.
Well, of course his daughter is alive, because that would be his whole story would be pointless if his daughter wasn't alive.
So he's bisexual?
I think he's just full on gay.
He had a nice beard going for him.
Yeah, I mean, the actor's gay, so that explains it.
Yeah, we just you pay attention to that line there. It was just saying how Laney Tran has always felt like a monster, you know, for being a gay man with a wife and child. And you know, being a gay man from the '60s is definitely more impactful than saying, you know, "Oh, I'm a gay man in 2019. Oh, look at my impression."
He's a realist.
Uh-oh.
How does he drink?
Interesting.
He does have a body, remember?
Oh, God.
With the bandages, I guess he has to separate some of the bandages.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
The Crazy Jane is an itchy girl. Doesn't like them pigs. They caught her smoking the marijuanas.
Oof. Oh god.
Well, that's just nasty.
And Rita has just become a big, large flesh gloop because of the stress.
Oh my god, that's kind of gross.
It is pretty gross, yeah. Just a big flesh gloop. That was a terrible special effect fire right there.
How exactly is she that much of a flesh gloop?
No.
She ate all those 3 Rosterio chickens.
Yeah. I think you meant rotisserie, but I'll go with Rosteria.
She did. So in the comics, she can grow big.
Larry is Larry Trainer, Joshua Hughes. He is the negative man.
Oh man, that CGI is just horrible.
Yeah, it's not some of the effects in this are not good.
Yeah.
Some of them are fine and serviceable, some of them are really bad. Yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't even have like a humanoid soul self, does he? Because that's what I always look at as was. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I can see that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think he's got like 2 things going on for him. Like he's got his own consciousness and then a consciousness inside him that kind of comes out when it feels like it.
School bus driver, why are you driving so crazy? I'm flying around that corner.
Well, she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't you know?
Happy International Women's Day.
Uh-oh.
It's International Sandwich Day.
Oh, she's Giant Flame Girl.
Mm-hmm. How crazy Jane is. Cool
ensues.
Oh.
So this Robot Man is very strong.
Yeah. Great solution there. Excellent.
Ripped up the road to make a barrier.
I don't think that's how roads like that work, but all right.
It's called suspension of belief.
Yeah, I don't think that's how gloop people work either, but whatever. let's focus on the road thing.
No, that's so gross.
We know, Pope. We know.
It literally looks like a tumor.
Pretty gross.
Mm-hmm. Aww. She wants to go home. Cars on fire and stuff.
Joshua Hughes, Alaska girl, just became a big gloop. She's just a flesh gloop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That he just left there. Main Street.
A donkey? What the fuck is a donkey doing there? Was that supposed to be like a Flash the Beast Boy or something?
Nah. There was actually a donkey at the very beginning of the episode that Mr. Nobody was with. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that bad. Bad doesn't begin to describe.
Do we get to see the bad guy here, or just hear him for a while?
He was in the beginning.
We see him. Mm-hmm. There's the donkey there.
So they had given him away.
And the reason he didn't want them to go outside is because there are people that are after him, and now they know where he is. Mm-hmm. Now our characters are discussing whether or not they should just bail. Mm-hmm. Port Town. Uh-oh. So Cliff is not very happy that the professor told him that his daughter's dead.
And the professor's trying to say he was trying to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't she be like an old lady?
She's 30.
Mm.
Yeah.
Should be.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that happened in the 90s. I thought for some reason that happened in the 60s as well.
Yeah.
Because everybody else did.
1988, and she was about 4 years old or so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she's 34.
Yeah.
Okay, so they actually will probably have an arc where he gets to meet his daughter again. That'll be cute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go.
This looks like that's set up to do that.
I mean, unless they make Crazy Jane his daughter or something, that would be a bit shit, though. Be a bit silly. I don't think that's the thing, though. That'd be dumb. Hmm. We would be doomed while on patrol. We would be patrolling a doomed cause.
Timothy Dalton does a good job in this role so far.
Yeah. Now they're all deciding to stay. I don't know if she turns into goo in the comics. I don't think I've read enough of that.
I think she
All I know is that she's a stretcher. Yeah.
She has more control over her powers in the comics.
I think she's had more time to develop her powers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Grant Morrison one may be different. I've never read the Grant Morrison run. This is based a lot on that.
Yeah. I've only read the first volume. I don't remember much from it. It was really weird.
Yeah. It was when he was in a super weird stage.
Now they all want to fight for the town together.
Is Mento, does he show up at all, or is he mentioned?
Flix Metello, I'm not sure. I wish I could say I knew.
I'm gonna say I like the synthwave music throughout the show.
Oh, the soundtrack is great.
And it doesn't have those moments of volume change like Titans does. Because if you watch Titans, the volume is not consistent.
It's interesting that they're using synthwave because it's very popular, but it's very underground still.
Right.
How does that happen? How is it popular but underground?
Show, it fits the feeling of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's nervous.
And now for a very strange ending. Snoring.
Hi, Mr. Donkey.
Oh.
This is a big donkey fart, and I believe it repeats our phrase. Yes, the mind is the limit. The fart spelled out the mind is the limit, then the donkey walks away. I think the Nobody has a sick sense of humor. But it is very fun to see Alan Tudyk in the role of a villain, even if his CG is terrible.
I'm okay with that.
Well, he created a black hole.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. That was good.
Okay. Well, that was Doom Patrol. Yeah, I think the new guy fell asleep.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh.
Hey, new guy, drawing. Are you here?
Didn't think our stream was that boring. Jesus.
Well, you were.
I mean, I left like 4 times and came back, but that's just because
That's because you're bloody spaz.
Yeah.
Well, we'll invite him again next time as well, because he is one of our Patreons. Yeah. Quick thoughts, guys, before we close out. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Brendan Fraser is doing well. That's all I care about.
Our Brendan Fraser fanboy.
It was a very good pilot to the show, Doom Patrol. Very strong pilot.
The effects are not up to today's standards, but they're. If you watch shows from the past, they're better than those. So.
They're better than Titans.
Yeah, I think it's serviceable.
It was passable. Like, it was like, okay.
Yeah, it's TV shows, special effects. It doesn't have like a Game of Thrones budget or anything.
It wasn't all that weird up until the very end.
Yeah.
And
it was actually.
It just gets weirder.
It was actually fairly serious, wasn't it? And we had a few heartfelt moments, particularly the scenes involving the stairs and his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It was
scenes very well done.
All right, guys, real quick, I do want to thank all my Patreons. We have Bradley, Jacob, James Gibson, James Smith, and the Drawing Driver. If you guys do want to sign up for my Patreon, the link should be in my description. And yeah, that's where you can go to get a sticker. So, yeah, I hope to see all of you guys this Saturday when we do anti-heroes or vigilantes on At the Altar, and that'll be a very fun stream. And hopefully our friend Drawing Driver will wake up and realize what just happened. So thank you guys so much, and I hope everybody has a great weekend.